Hi, innocent students and families. I'm Ms. Wicks, and I'm here to give you an introduction over the language papers and how we will use them for these next few weeks. So first, what I want to do is just kind of go through the packet, green packet. You can, I can take a moment of silence so you can pause this, so you can grab yours, and you and your student can look at it together as I explain them. So if you need to go grab that, again, you can pause the video. So first and foremost, you're going to see this paper, and it's kind of give you somewhat of a guideline of how to use some of these. But again, like I said, I'm just going to explain it to you. So first and foremost, we have the movable alphabet. You'll see the red and blue letters. I apologize for the lighting if you can't see it as well, but this is, we use the movable alphabet in the classroom for students who need help spelling, or in this case, you'll see it's in cursive, so students can use this as a guideline, a guideline to how to write cursive letters as well. So what you'll have about 5 copies in here, and you can cut them now because it's a lot of letters and it can easily get messed up because it is loose paper. You would, there are different ways you can store it, I guess you can say. So if you want to do it by putting the lowercase letters in one Ziploc bag and the uppercase in the Ziploc bag, you can do that. You can maybe do the first row, like A through F, just kind of different ways to manage it. But if you don't mind having letters a little scattered, then it's just whatever works for you and your family and your student. But I would again recommend that maybe you find some type of containers or organization systems. You can use paper clips, you can use bobby pins. That can also be something that you will put together to help keep those letters together. That way, again, students can use the movable alphabet independently and don't have to be overwhelmed by all the letters being scattered. So again, actually I had a little creative moment the other day, and I had some leftover cardboard boxes at home. And so what I did was, I won't be able to angle it the best if you can see the letters in it, but what I did was I cut it down. So here it is. Okay, I kept the top portion on it, but I have compartments in here, and it is 9 rows. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 by, I'm sorry, 9 columns by 3 rows. So 9 times 3, of course, is 27, and that'll give you enough for you to put all the letters. So you'll see that A is right here. So A, B, C, D, E, F, G, all the way down to Z, left to right, top to bottom. And this is, it looks similar to the compartments that we have in our classroom. So yes, you can use one of these. There are also like plastic containers online, or if you have something at home that could help store it, that would be great too. But if you want to have, again, create your own like I did, it's by no means perfect, but it works and it's manageable. But that would be a fun activity maybe for you, your family, your student, where they can help measure. I had to do a lot of problem solving because I hadn't seen this online or anything. I just kind of used what was in here. So again, that could be an example or an idea of how to store the movable alphabet letters. Okay, so excuse me. Again, this is cursive, lowercase, and uppercase. The red letters are the vowels, and blue is the consonants. Now, one thing you will notice is that we have Y is blue and red. So we have each, because we've, of course, explained to students that typically Y is a consonant vowel, or I'm sorry, Y is a consonant letter, but in some cases it can be a vowel because it creates the I sound. or the E sound, depending on what. So whenever there's a vowel in front of the Y or something, it can make its own sound. So there's that. Next, we have the, oh, and really one more thing. Also, the Y and the H look very similar to each other. So again, students will see that this H, like the stem part, is longer than the Y over here. Or I'm sorry, like there's this little hook right here. And that will distinguish the Y from the H. Okay, so there's that. Next, you guys will have the long vowel and phonograms. So that's the green. That's like the vowel teams, A, E, I, O, U. Again, 2 letters that work together to make that vowel sound. And then phonograms is another term. Again, just phonics, different words that don't necessarily follow the regular rules of its individual sound, I guess. But when it, again, pairs up with another letter, it'll make a different sound. And then down here in the blue, these are the blends and digraphs. So blend words would be consonant letters that make a sound, or work, again, make together to make some, you blend them together. So the first one would be blah, so BL, making sure students know that both of those, you will say both of those sounds together, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, and then there's some more down here, again, like MP, so jump, that would be an example. So that's just different rules that students will see, and it kind of ties in with word families as well. That there's a great amount of videos, even things on Pinterest. So if you find that your student may struggle with a certain sound, what I would recommend is that maybe you circle the sounds that the student would need extra attention. So if I say, okay, well, they kind of get blah, you know, all right, let's go to bruh. And what you can do is maybe before cutting it out, if you decide to cut it out with these, but before cutting them out, if you want to have your child read each one to you, and then you can circle the ones that they may need help with, or you can write it down on a spiral. That can also be an idea to help students. And that way, whenever it's time for them to see words that have these sounds, they will be familiar and say, oh, I know CH makes the ch sound. I know GR makes the gr sound, okay? So again, these are things that you can cut it if you want to. And then these can also be stored in this last compartment that's not used if you decide to create a DIY cardboard box, movable alphabet tray. So yeah, then we have the triple blends. But one thing I will say before you move down to triple is make sure your students have like mastered the 2 blends, because those are different skills that they'll need before they move on to the 3rd one. So that is that. Again, you can cut them, put them in Ziploc bags, or just find some type of storage that maybe work for you. Again, the whole concept is that students don't get overwhelmed with it. And if you want to, even with this, maybe tape the letters, or tape one letter to each box,